And how about Torrey now with the Dodgers? Give me your thoughts about how you think Joe's going to do in the West Coast with L.A.
Well, you got two Joes. You got one in L.A. and you got one in New York, and they'll both do a great job. Joe Torre, we all know who Joe Torre is and what he's done. But the guy that's coming in here is a hell of a
He's your guy.
Man.
He's kind of your protege. Girardi's your protege.
Yeah, well,
he's your guy.
He'll do a good job, believe me.
He's a good baseball man.
He's a good baseball man, and he'll do an outstanding job right here in New York.
Well, you kind of, he kind of was under your wing for a long time. We know that.
Well, it's just a coincidence. He played for me as a rookie in Chicago, and he did a great job for me. And then I left Chicago. I got fired, as usual, and I went to Colorado. And in Colorado, Joe Girardi winds up there.
With Baylor as the manager,
yeah,
right?
with Don Baylor.
Right.
Then I leave Colorado, and I come home, and Joe Torre asked me to come to New York, and Joe Girardi winds up in New York. So 9 years in a row, I think we were on the same club in the major leagues.
Wow.
And it's just worked out that way.
He's kind of a guy who was kind of born to be a manager, huh?
This guy is born to do anything. If he wants to be an engineer, he can be an engineer.
Wow.
He graduated from Northwestern as an engineer.
He's a smart kid, is what you're saying. Yeah.
That's right. And he's just a baseball person. And I think I would be very disappointed if Joe Girardi didn't do a tremendous job with the Yankees.
And Joe, how about Joe with the Dodgers? I mean, he's going to have to get used to not having quite as good a club. How about him on the West Coast? How about him with the owner there? Him and Coletti? I'm sure you've talked to Joe. Is he regrouped? Is he all rejuvenated? What are your thoughts on Torrey right now with the Dodgers?
Well, I think so. As soon as he gets this over this knee operation.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's struggling right now with the rehab with the knee. I mean,
he had a knee replacement.
Yes, he had a knee replacement.
That's a rough.
Baby.
It's a rough. It's the worst thing in the world.
But he'll do good.
Hey, for 3 months, you curse the world, and then you're happy you got it. But you know what? For the first 3 months, it's just brutal. You can't sleep.
Yeah,
you can't sleep.
Tough.
You can't sleep.
But he'll get over that. And Coletti's a heck of a guy.
Oh, you had him with the Cubs, right?
Yeah, he was over in Chicago.
And I tell you, Joe's got a brutal spring training. He's got half the springs in Vero. Then they're going to go to Arizona, and he's got to go to China for a couple of exhibition games against San Diego. Joe's got the toughest spring training of any manager in baseball.
I called him about 2 weeks ago, and I said I wanted to ask him how the rehab was going. The knee.
Right.
And he was doing all right. So then I waited another week, and now he's in China. So I can't call him in China. So I called him and I left him a message. I said, I don't know whether you're in China, whether you're in Jerusalem, or whether you're in L.A., or whether you're in New York. I said, I'm not calling for that anyhow. I'm just asking how the knee's going. And I didn't get an answer back, so it must be doing all right.
You still into it, Zim? I know you're a consultant. You're there all the home games, spring training. You still love the baseball. It's still part of the Don Zimmer pedigree. As long as you have baseball, you're in good shape, right?
I will wear this year number 60 uniform for my 60 years in pro.
You're going to wear number 60?
Yeah.
60 consecutive years with a uniform on. That is unbelievable. No one's ever going to break that record.
And you gotta be lucky. I mean, I've been so fortunate in this game. It's unbelievable. Here I am talking with you guys in front of all these people. You got to remember, I hit 235.
Yeah.
I know. So you weren't that lucky. You got played in your head with getting beamed. So keep that in mind.
That's why I'm half goofy too.